have not, like and subscribe. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Click that bell button. So today's we're gonna talk about GME, and seems like one of the biggest day for GME. Literally, I think GME got squeezed a little bit, not fully, I guess. But we're gonna talk about what is squeeze, what happened to GME, and kind of go over their. Literally, I think it went up to like 70-80% at one point, and it closed with 51%. If you look at GME was literally trading at right around 4 somethings, and I made a video right around when it was, I think when it was like 10 or 12, $10, I think $10, and I got in GME at that time. And I kind of mentioned a Reddit user who was literally betting like 2 millions or 3 millions in GME. If he's still there, he's probably worth 10-20 million right now. But check out my video if you have not. But today's we're gonna talk about what probably potentially happened, right? So GME is one of the most shorted stock in the Wall Street. Basically, Wall Street hate GME, like more shorted, more than float. I think it's shorted like 130 times its float. So float is basically what all shares available to trade, right? So there are a lot of shares which is held by institutions, and founders and whatnot, which they cannot share in open market. Float is basically what is available to trade. But stocks, you cannot just buy any stock, you can actually short any stock if you don't know, if you are new about it. So basically you can sell any stock. So if you think some stock is really high, let's say you think Tesla is really high, you can sell at current price and you make money if the stock goes down, right? So a lot of people are betting in GME. I guess they are not betting anymore, but they were betting in GME, saying the stock gonna go down, and when it's gonna go down, they're gonna buy back and they make the difference. For example, if the stock is right now, let's say 65, and you think it's gonna go maybe within 2-3 days, it's gonna go $50, you can sell it right now at 65. So you sell it, but you have to buy it back. And so you're gonna buy it back. Let's say you bought it back when it's 60, you made $5 a stock. So if you have 100 stocks, you made $500. So that's a shorting works. But what happened is, a lot of times, so a lot of people are shorting, right? When you are shorting, if the stock goes up, you are losing money. So let's say you shorted at 65. For each dollar up, you start losing $100 if you have 100 stocks, right? So what happened is, when the stock kind of go up, so you shorted at 65, but if it goes 66, 67, I get scared, so I just buy back. So I bought it more, right? I bought it like, so I lost 200, but what the demand increases, so more people buying. And other things, what happened is, a lot of broker has their own criteria and when to short. Usually they give you 2 or 3 days, but when the stock goes like really fast, really high, for example here GME literally went from 20 to 30, 30 to 40, so they will get margin call, or they will liquidate those. They will just forcefully buy the GME because they think it's just going up. And so all these kind of all these together just kind of make a big squeeze. A lot of people buying in, and you can see that literally boomed from $42 to almost $76. So I think that might have happened. And the other thing is money market makers, right? So market makers, what they do is they sell options, right? So a lot of people think about GME is 40, so probably like if you look at options for GME for 50, 60, they're pennies, right? So a lot of these market makers sell those options. And what happened is, when the stock kind of goes up, they need to be delta neutral. So delta neutral by means they have to buy 100. Since the option is 100 shares, they have to buy the actual stock. So if someone exercise, they can just give them that stocks, right? Call option is right to buy any stock. So a lot of people just got worthless. They thought worthless like 50, 60, even 75. And when squeeze happened, market makers also started buying GME. So that fueled the huge volume of almost, like I think the volume was 400, yeah, almost 200 million. Average volume, if you look at 10 days, it's 50, almost 4 times the volume. And if you look at the long chart, like 5 years or almost all years, look at that, it's all-time high. It breached that February 2008, when it was at the top, it breathed. So I was weird kind of talking, every cycle it moves up, but not this fast. It was kind of slow process. Here it's literally like within the few days, from literally 12.15 to almost 74. And other thing is, GME is one of the best stocks in Wall Street bet. And I'm gonna show you on video, and you will probably how crazy people are about it. Check out this. Did pretty much all in, and people with the diamond hand, and GME literally, I think 4,269% was from last year or something, or I don't know if it's an option, but that's what literally happened. And if you look at the Wall Street, like I mean Wall Street bets, you see a lot of these crazy people putting all in GME. There's like this guy made 98,000, and some people's literally he got into 100,000. I guess it's a GME. So you could see a lot of people's like got in all in, and it was crazy. I hope they sold it at the top, not top, but whatever big amount. So that's good. But yeah, if you have any question or comments, comment below. But that's it for today. Thank you. Have a great